So before I started with this group, I did a big event. We had a huge turnout. I probably had 100 people that show up that weren't our people. I gave them a pass and they got an email the day after. We had 0 turnout. It cost
that's like a knife. Where's my knife? Where's my knife that wants to stab?
I was like, that's it. I'm never doing another live event again. This is bullshit. It doesn't work.
Right.
A month later, I met with Master Oliver, joined the group, started diving in all this. And I went, crap, I've been doing this wrong all this time. I was with this group a month, and then I did our first water gun, and it was 1/3 of the number of people, and we got all those enrollments out of it.
Yeah. And you hit the nail on the head, though, Matt. I mean, I think this is really good for everybody to hear. So this applies back to circling around to what we started with. This applies to the Halloween event. So we covered a lot of stuff for Halloween, and maybe I don't know if we covered everything that Colby mentioned, because he got some stuff. One, we've got a lot of events, outreach stuff we can do, like at trunk or treat events, those things. We've got our Halloween party. We've got what Master Smith said, which is to do these passes with the candies, and all the other stuff that we should be doing during this month. So those are a lot of things. I don't know if anybody had any other questions about other stuff to add, but those are big. And a lot of places they're doing like 5Ks or marathons or other things that you can do. I mean, Colby, that's your famous one that you did a few years ago that got members from. Don't negate any of those types of events, even if they're not Halloween related. Even if you're more a kid-oriented school and it's not a kid event, those still can work great for you. Or if it is a kid event and you're more an adult-oriented school, you can still get some value from those types of things. So there's a lot of stuff that can be going on right now. I don't know if it's
if I can jump in for a second. Okay. I think it was Chris Hong that
that's why I keep chatting.
That asked the question about doing a Halloween party on Halloween. The only time we've ever done that was when it happened to be on a Saturday, and we would do it like our party, like 3 to 7 or 6 before dark, do the party. But in the middle of the week, I don't know. And, I think the best thing for him to do, because he said the weekends were kind of busy, because most people do it the weekend before, because I think Halloween's on a Wednesday this year. Tuesday. So a lot of people do it on the Friday or Saturday before that on the weekend. But if you have another activity that you've already had scheduled, then go ahead and do that activity. But if not, that's usually the better weekend to do it, is that Friday or Saturday before.
Yeah, maybe he'll have great results, and maybe we all need to do it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why I think I posted on the Facebook page, go ahead and do it, and let's see how it works. He might stumble across something that normally the middle of the week is a dead day for doing a lot of internal promotions, like a party or something, but it might work out. So
Master Jason, you had a question. Go ahead. You're muted.
There we go. I thought I unmuted. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're going to be doing an event. We've been telling kids, if you want, we're going to go ahead and put together these goodie bags that you can give out to all of your classmates. So we just need to know how many kids are in your class. We're getting a lot of people signing up for that, which is great. And in that bag, we were going to do the safety tips. The questions on the safety tips. So we're still designing the card. On the one side, it's the obvious safety tips. Don't have costumes that, make sure the costumes are flame retardant. Masks can impair vision. If you can do face paint, that's better. So those are the obvious ones. On the back of it, I was going to say, safety tips. Do you role play safety with your kids? This is a really great way for them to learn. So role play with them. If they're going to be going out trick-or-treating on their own and they come, there's a house that doesn't have lights on, what should they do? Obviously, don't go to that one. Then I talk about, what if they go to a house and somebody says, I don't have the candy here, but it's in the kitchen. Come on inside. Here, I'll give it to you. Obviously, talk to your kids, role play them through that. The question I have is, so what I'm going to be doing is saying, what do your kids do if somebody asks them inside? What if your kids are with friends, there's 2 or 3 other kids, and one of those friends goes inside? Your kid knows not to go What's he going to do? What's she going to do? Will they go inside? Will they not? And so what I was going to do is leave this up as a question and just say, these are topics that we get into at Marshall Sports at our studio for safety. We're going to talk about how to handle this if one of their friends does something like this. And if you guys are interested in trying out classes, we're giving you guys a free month of pass. Does that sound something good?
Good. I like it.
It's fine. I mean, I think what's probably the most important thing in any of those, I mean, you're talking about putting these safety tips where?
So I will put them in the bag, and then also VIP pass. But then the question is, our parents can actually see them
in the bags that are going to go to the kids that they're going to give them out for Halloween?
No, yeah, at their school. So they'll give them out to their classmates.
Okay, so they're going to give them out to their classmates. Then that's pre-Halloween. So that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. Let's see what results you get. I mean, I think the design, you can always post a design of something like this. This is what we encourage everybody to do. Post a design of these kind of things on the Facebook group. Then we can see them visually. We'd rather see them that way than, kind of like discussing here, because then we can give you feedback. Master Oliver, Master Smith, and I can give you feedback on the design directly. What's important when you do a design, you guys that were at the Colorado event, Master Smith or Master Oliver and I went through how to do an ad. We kind of detail a lot of that stuff. And I hate to say this, but some of you guys, when we see your ads, still aren't, didn't listen to some of that stuff. It'd be a good thing to review that section of the video, in terms of like not just putting your logo at the top and then, it's kind of a headline at the top. So even for safety tips, there needs to be a headline like parents make sure your kid's safe this Halloween and from then on, or something like that. That would be more of a headline to put on the safety tips. But we've got a good safety tip thing on the member site, so you guys can find some of that there and copy some of that as well. So Stephen asked about that before.